There is one item that I must not show you, but it is today that you will see it. First, take a look at the rest of the mysterious artifacts. Found this small wooden piece of furniture with a fold-down front panel, tiny drawers, and a shelf on top. It's about the height of a side table. What is this thing, and what is it used for? This is a small secretaire, a compact version of a desk with a hinged lid that serves as a work surface. Inside, there are small drawers for storing office supplies and documents. Such furniture has been used since the 18th century for correspondence and storing personal papers, especially in homes with limited space. I found this small block of clear resin with what looks like a cut-open metal and copper device sealed inside. It has coils, chambers, and some intricate parts. What is this thing, and what was it used for? This is a training sample of a klystron, enclosed in a transparent block for visual demonstration of the internal structure. A klystron is a vacuum electronic device that amplifies or generates microwave radiation due to the interaction of an electron beam with an electromagnetic field in resonator chambers. It is widely used in radar, radio communications, and in high-power transmission installations, where stable and high-frequency signals are required. I found this tiny yellowish glass vial with liquid inside, about 2.5 centimeters long, stored in a small leather pouch with a string. It was discovered near a shipwreck site. What is this thing, and what was it used for? This is a miniature bottle of Soviet-made jasmine perfume, a popular floral fragrance from the middle to the end of the 20th century. The bottle is made of gold-yellow colored glass with a tint. The name of the fragrance is applied to the body. It was corked and placed in a leather pouch with a drawstring, which allowed it to be worn as a pendant or carefully stored during transportation. Such probes were produced as souvenirs and were convenient for everyday wear, keeping the fragrance fresh for a long time. I came across this tall wooden structure with lots of small holes in it, standing alone in a field. It looks like some kind of birdhouse, but much bigger than usual. What is this thing, and what is it used for? This is an artificial tower for nesting swifts, a specialized structure that mimics the high cavities in which these birds usually settle. Inside, there are sections closed from wind and rain with flyers, where the swifts can safely enter and hatch their chicks. The height and smooth walls protect the nests from predators, and the location in the open provides a free approach. Such towers are often installed by ornithologists or conservation organizations to maintain swift populations in places where natural nesting sites have become rare. I found this metal mesh cylinder with a lid, some sharp-pronged attachments, and a metal rod. It looks like it's meant to spin inside something. What is this thing, and what is it used for? This is a rotating Ninja air fryer basket designed to cook food evenly. The mesh design provides free circulation of hot air, which allows you to fry the ingredients from all sides without using a lot of oil. Inside the basket, you can cook French fries, vegetables, or snacks, and a special axis with a mount locks it for rotation during operation, ensuring uniform heating and a crispy texture. I found this small brass cylinder with a slit on top, mounted on a tripod. It has degree markings around the edge and a couple of adjustment knobs. What is this thing, and what is it used for? This pantometer is a compact angle meter of a surveyor, the ancestor of modern theodolites. It measures horizontal and vertical angles, turning points on the terrain into precise plans and routes. The sighting slot helps to aim at a landmark, and the limb with a vernier allows you to shoot angles with an accuracy of fractions of a degree. The large and small heads are responsible for fixing and fine-tuning. Such a device was taken to places where a bulky theodolite would be inconvenient, laying roads, dividing blocks, carrying out axles of bridges. Despite its age, a serviceable pantometer is still able to honestly give an angle, maintaining a direct link between classical field geodesy and modern digital stations. I found this small round brass container with a screw cap and some Cyrillic letters on it. It seems pretty sturdy and has a faint smell of oil inside. What is this thing, and what was it used for? This is an oil pan for a Kalashnikov assault rifle made of brass. It was used to store the gun oil needed for cleaning and lubricating weapon parts in the field. The compact round shape with a screw cap made it easy to carry it in a shopping bag or in the butt. and the durable metal protected the contents from damage. The oil pan was included in the standard maintenance kit for AK and other small arms, ensuring reliable operation of the mechanism even in the harsh climatic conditions and during long-term operation. This is a peat briquette made by the Irish state-owned company Bord na Móna. It was produced from dried and compressed peat extracted from swamps for use as fuel in fireplaces and stoves. Due to their high density and low humidity, such briquettes burn for a long time and emit stable heat with a characteristic odor that many in Ireland associate with home comfort. The production of these briquettes is gradually being discontinued due to environmental requirements and the protection of peat bogs, so today they are becoming a rarity and an object of nostalgia. I found this large piece of equipment with a wide cylindrical brush, hoses, and a hitch for attaching to a vehicle. It looks like it's meant to sweep or collect something from the ground. What is this thing, and what is it used for? This PC 1000H trailed rotary brush is a specialized machine for fast and efficient cleaning of large turning areas, such as golf courses, parks, sports stadiums, and other outdoor areas. The built-in motor rotates a massive drum with a hard pile that lifts debris, grass, and leaves from the surface. At the same time, a powerful suction force is created, directing the collected garbage through corrugated hoses into the storage tank. The design is designed for long-term operation in the field. A robust body, protected components, and stable wheels allow you to work effectively on uneven surfaces. This technique significantly reduces cleaning time and labor costs compared to manual methods, ensuring a smooth and clean surface even on very large areas. I found a strange wand with a wooden handle and a glass tip at my grandmother's. What is it? This is an ancient cosmetic tool for the care of the skin around the eyes, made in the form of a glass roller with a wooden handle. It was stored in the refrigerator to keep the glass cold. Before applying makeup or cream, this roller was applied to the eyelids and the area under the eyes to relieve puffiness, narrow blood vessels, and refresh the look. The cold stimulated blood circulation, made the skin firmer, and helped cosmetics to lie more evenly. Such devices were popular in the first half of the 20th century, long before the advent of modern cooling patches and massagers. I found a huge metal cylinder with bolts and hooks on the railway platform. What is it? It is a specialized container for the transportation of radioactive materials, including spent nuclear fuel and elements of nuclear reactors. Multi-layer walls made of high-strength steel and lead provide protection from gamma and neutron radiation. The design is designed for falls, fires up to 800 degrees, prolonged flooding and high pressure, and the internal locking system prevents displacement and damage to the load. It is transported on special railway platforms or heavy trailers under armed guard in strict accordance with international safety standards. What is this huge floating platform with a giant white dome in the middle of the ocean? It is a specialized container for the transportation of radioactive materials, including spent nuclear fuel and elements of nuclear reactors. Multi-layer walls made of high-strength steel and lead provide protection from gamma and neutron radiation. The design is designed for falls, fires up to 800 degrees, prolonged flooding and high pressure, and the internal locking system prevents displacement and damage to the load. It is transported on special railway platforms or heavy trailers under armed guard in strict accordance with international safety standards. I found this little metal hatch with a door in the wall of the house. What is it for anyway? This is a built-in milk trough, a small niche with a door that was installed in the walls of apartment buildings and dormitories for convenient milk delivery to residents. On the street side, a dairy worker loaded bottles or packages inside, most often 0.5 liters each, which remained cool until they were received. From inside the apartment, residents could pick up milk directly without going outside, which was especially appreciated in winter and in bad weather. The design provided protection of the product from the sun, animals, and strangers, and also allowed to maintain hygiene and freshness of delivery. Such gutters were popular in the middle of the 20th century, but with the development of trade and the advent of refrigerators, they practically disappeared. What is this old mechanical device with levers, dials, and wiring, dated around 1945 and labeled Brunswick? Friends, if you are interested in finding out what these unusual things are and what they are for, I have many more such high-quality and fascinating videos on my channel. Subscribe, there are even more rare finds and amazing stories ahead of you. This is a Brunswick telegraphic device released around 1945, used to transmit and receive encoded messages in the form of electrical impulses. Inside were coils, transformers, and mechanical contacts that converted electrical signals into movements of the writing mechanism or audible clicks. Such devices were widely used on railways, in the army, and in government communication services before the advent of more modern means of communication. The photo shows that some of the original components, including the receiving and transmitting part and the control panel, are missing, which makes this copy incomplete, but valuable from a historical point of view. I found a leather case with arrows attached to a belt or saddle. What is it? This is a traditional Japanese quiver, eber, yabira, which was used by samurai and archers during the era of feudal Japan. Its elongated and slightly curved shape was specially designed for easy extraction of arrows in motion, and its rigid body protected the shafts and tail from damage. Decorative elements such as ornate leather linings, wood carvings, and a clan symbol not only gave the item a unique appearance, but also served as a sign that the warrior belonged to a particular family or overlord. Such quivers were made by craftsmen who combined knowledge of military equipment and traditional Japanese art. I found a closed metal pipe with a lid and lock on the street, sticking out of the ground. What could it be? This is an abandoned monitoring well designed to monitor the quality of groundwater. Such facilities were installed in areas where there was a risk of contamination, near industrial plants, oil platforms, dams, and other potentially dangerous sources. The design allows you to take water samples at different depths to track changes in composition and detect chemical leaks. In the absence of supervision, such wells pose a threat. Any foreign substance trapped inside can pollute groundwater over a large area for decades. I saw a huge metal unit with pipes that sucks in dust and debris from production. What is this thing? This is an industrial dust collector, a large-sized air filtration system used in manufacturing, energy, and other industries where large amounts of dust and aerosols are generated. Inside the housing, there are filter elements and channels through which polluted air passes. The dust collector captures solid particles, preventing their release into the atmosphere and reducing the harmful effects on equipment and personnel. Due to their size, such installations are transported in a disassembled or lateral position on specialized platforms. I found a small plastic device with a grill and a place for a battery. Inside, there is something like a speaker. What is it for? It is a portable electronic mosquito repeller powered by a battery or rechargeable battery. The device emits ultrasonic vibrations that are inaudible to humans, but create discomfort for insects, scaring them away for a short radius. The membrane inside serves as a source of vibrations, and the housing protects the mechanism and directs radiation. The compact size allows you to carry the device in your pocket or attach it to clothes, which is convenient when camping or working outdoors. I found a heavy cast iron part with round holes and ribs in the woods, similar to a piece of some old equipment. What could it be? It is a portable electronic mosquito repeller, powered by a battery or rechargeable battery. The device emits ultrasonic vibrations that are not audible to humans, but create discomfort for insects, scaring them away for a short radius. The membrane inside serves as a source of vibrations, and the housing protects the mechanism and directs radiation. The compact size allows you to carry the device in your pocket or attach it to clothes, which is convenient when camping or working outdoors. I found a bunch of thin metal discs with a hole in the middle, similar to washers, but very light and wide. What could it be? These are thin metal washers, known as tin caps, used in roofing to attach insulation materials and lining layers to a wooden or metal base. Their lightweight and flexible design allows you to press soft materials, for example, roofing material, membrane, or insulation, without damaging the surface. A hole for a nail or self-tapping screw is usually punched in the center of the washer, which ensures reliable fixation of the coating, even in strong winds. Such elements are widely used in flat and pitched roofs as an inexpensive and effective method of fastening. I saw on the facade of the building such a dish with a directional mount, connected to a cable, and looking at the neighboring building. What kind of device is this, and what is it for? This is an outdoor wireless access point with a directional antenna designed for point-to-point or point-to-multipoint communication. Such equipment is used to transfer data over long distances without laying cables, which is especially convenient between buildings or in places where it is impossible or too expensive to make a wired connection. The antenna forms a narrow directional radio beam so that the signal is aimed at the receiving device, which minimizes losses and interference. Such systems are used to expand local area networks, connect remote video surveillance cameras, organize internet access in remote facilities, and even for backup communication channels in business centers and industrial areas. I saw a firefighter with a small yellow device with a screen and a sensor. He was checking something near the door. What kind of device is this, and what is it for? It is a portable gas analyzer used by firefighters and rescuers to quickly detect gas leaks and dangerous concentrations of flammable or toxic substances in the air. The device is equipped with sensitive sensors capable of detecting the slightest traces of gas and gives an audible or visual signal when exceeding the permissible limits. Such a check is necessary when calling for fires, accidents, or suspected leaks to ensure the safety of residents and firefighters themselves, as well as to prevent explosions or poisoning. I found a long metal pipe with a side hole and fasteners. Inside, there is something like a mirror. What could it be? This is an old optical reflecting telescope designed to observe celestial objects. Its long cylindrical body contains a main mirror that collects and focuses light, and a side opening serves to install an eyepiece through which the observation is conducted. The mounting brackets on the side are designed to mount the viewfinder, a small auxiliary telescope that facilitates pointing at the object. This design allows you to get a bright and detailed image of planets, the moon, and distant stars, and the massive metal housing provides optical protection and stability during operation. I found a long tube on a tripod with mirrors inside and a side eyepiece. What is it for? This is the protective housing of the side surveillance camera used on school buses to monitor the situation on the sides of the vehicle. Such cameras record the moment of boarding and disembarking children, monitor the presence of pedestrians and cars nearby, and also help the driver control blind spots. The case is made of durable material and protects the electronics from rain, dirt, and mechanical damage, which is especially important during continuous operation in outdoor conditions. Video from such cameras is used both in real time and for subsequent incident analysis. I found this long metal tube on a tripod with mirrors inside and a side eyepiece. What is this used for? These are car fishing rod holders mounted on the roof and hood using powerful vacuum suction cups. They are designed for the safe transportation of collected fishing gear, which is especially convenient for those who often change fishing spots or go fishing in remote reservoirs. The design securely locks the rods at several points, preventing them from falling, shifting, or being damaged when driving on uneven roads. This method of attachment saves time on assembly and disassembly of gear and ensures their safety even at high speeds. I found this massive metal unit with 3 cylinders and some valves on top. It looks like a pump, but I'm not sure. Does anyone know what it could be? It is a 3-cylinder piston pump designed for pumping water or other liquid under high pressure with high flow stability. Each of the 3 cylinders has its own valve block in a square housing, which is responsible for suction and discharge of the flow, preventing the reverse movement of the liquid. This design allows the pump to operate smoothly and efficiently, creating a uniform pressure even under prolonged loads. Piston pumps of this type are widely used in agriculture to supply water to irrigation systems, in industry, for washing equipment and supplying process fluids, as well as in firefighting, where a powerful and reliable pressure is required. Today I was walking next to a power line and noticed a strange round plastic disc attached directly to the wire. It is brightly colored with some slits and sways in the wind. What is this thing, and why is it needed there? These are special aviation markers installed on power lines to prevent birds from colliding with wires. They make the cables more visible to birds, especially in conditions of poor visibility or on migration routes. The design and shape of markers, such as the bird mark flapper, swan flight diverter, or firefly flapper, are designed to effectively reflect light, move in the wind, or visually stand out, helping birds fly around dangerous areas. Such devices are actively used around the world to reduce bird deaths and preserve biodiversity near energy infrastructure. Dear friends, subscribe to the channel and like it. It is very important for me. There are many such high-quality videos on this topic on my channel. Go to the channel and watch.